Dit is onze fucking laatste klapper. En we zijn net zo goed als onze laatste wedstrijd. Wij zijn niet te verrassen. Verrassen en we gaan ze gewoon defeaten zoals het ook. Kijk om je heen en we klappen eroverheen. Wij zijn Pioneers. Wij zijn misschien niet de grootste, we zijn niet de oudste, maar wij zijn wel het beste. En wij zijn 32 fucking Raiding Squadron en van Pioneers. En wij gaan er vandaag. Oké, let's go.
So Operation Caribbean Urban Warrior takes place once a year, and it consists of 2nd Recon training in Aruba with the Dutch, and also the Dutch Marines coming here to train with 2nd Recon. So this training between the 32nd Raiding Squadron and 2nd Recon is designed to increase our interoperability with foreign forces and also increase lethality for both units.
So first we started training here on section level, just to be refreshments, and then we straight went to troop level, with troop level training, engaging in low and high uses of force. And now we're training on squadron level, so all the troops are working together and also embedded with 2nd Recon. Well, I think prioritizing, especially in big operations, is where are our friendlies, because especially in a village when the fighting do kick off and you go on multiple angles, you always have to take care of the rest of your buddies, like where they are, where they're moving. So the communication, especially in mount up, is real important to know where everybody is at all the time. Fighting patrols are, we know where the enemy is and we're going to take them out, and a raid is basically a fast in and out operation to take the enemy out as quickly as possible and be on our way. Especially in the Caribbean, it's not always a job to go fighting first. We also have to do humanitarian aid and help people after disaster relief and stuff. And it's good to train it here, to start a patrol, like not low ready, but in low we talk to people, we feel the situation out, how they're living, do they have water, fuel, things to brighten up their life. And from there we can always put it more kinetical, so when an enemy engages us, we can engage them with the right amount of force that needs to be used to take that enemy out. Well, the immersion training for us is real special because you can see all the tactics and all the mistakes or all the good things you did with all the cameras in it. So for us it's real good training. First part in the immersion training was to go in with low force, so we have to talk to the people. And as soon as we got in, there were 20 people running to us, screaming for help in Spanish, and it didn't stop from there, but everybody was like, whoa, we're back at it again. And from there we had attacks from multiple sides, and yeah, from there we enrolled our operation. And it's always good to see how your Marines react, how they take their cover, how they flag their positions, and if they don't, you can see it straight back on camera. So yeah, we had good training there, good learning points, and a good base for the future. If you don't remember what you did wrong, the cameras will tell you. So that's the way you can always see back when somebody did something wrong, or when his rifle was in the wrong way, or he wasn't paying enough attention. So the emergency trainer will really put you on your basic skills and drills, and you can watch it back from there. So it's real good training for us.
Aruba is the same as Curaçao and Sint Maarten, part of the Dutch Kingdom of the Netherlands. Kingdom of the Netherlands, we are providing safety and security on the islands. So we defend the islands in the Caribbean, and also we cooperate with the local government providing humanitarian aid to islands in that region. The relationship with the Dutch Marines and the United States Marines go back into the 1940s. We started here in 1943 in the Second World War, bringing thousands of Marines to Camp Davis to train them in basic infantry, train the officers at Quantico. The United States provide them with uniforms, with weapons, with instructors, and we train all those Marines here before we ship them to the East Indies to participate in the final stage of the Second World War.
I'm not going to use one word, I'm going to use two words. I would say ready and relevant. Ready because when something happens on the islands, they are ready to assist the local authorities. And relevant because the work they do is very relevant. Think about a humanitarian disaster that we had a couple of years ago on one of the islands. Then they did very relevant work. So I would say they are ready and they do relevant work.
It was actually the first foreign Marine Corps who started here at Camp Davis back in '43. So for the United States Marine Corps, they provide this training area and they invite foreign partners. The United States provide Dutch with uniforms, with weapons, with all the techniques. So we provide the young Marines, and the United States Marine as a partner provide the Dutch with their equipment and with a lot of instruction capacity. And get ready for the fight in the East Indies. So they were shipped with thousands and thousands of Marines from here to the East Indies, the Pacific area, to fight next to the United States Marine and other allies. As well, we sent out a unit back to participate in D-Day in '44, landing on the French coast.
Before I comment on the relationship we have on the military side of the house, I'd like to mention President Ronald Reagan, who once said,
"Today marks the 200th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between our countries. We're delighted that you honor us with your visit, Your Majesty. Visit that coincides with this historic occasion. The bond between our two peoples represent the longest, unbroken, peaceful relationship that we have had with any other nation."
to be honest, I believe that we share a similar feeling on the military side of the house. The relation goes back to 1943 with the United States Marine Corps, when we established a Marine regiment. And that Marine regiment was going to take part in the final stage of World War II. But many NCOs, officers and Marines were trained and equipped by members of the United States Marine Corps. So that is the start from a long-lasting relation with the United States Marine Corps.
We got Black Devils from our enemy. The Germans in '40, when they invade Europe and the Netherlands, they fought in the beginning of May in Rotterdam. Rotterdam is the capital or the city where the Marines are based. So those young Marines, just a couple of weeks in the basic course, in boot camp, woke up and the Germans invade the Netherlands, and Rotterdam was the main city the harbor with a lot of bridges. So those young Marines gave heavy resistance against the Germans. It was all around several bridges in the city of Rotterdam. Resistance was so heavy, the Germans thought that there were companies, battalions, but there were still several Marines, young Marines, have black, dark blue coats and helmet and weapons with some ammunition. And with that small amount of the basic course they had, they gave so much resistance to all the Germans at the other side of the river. So when the Netherlands decided after the bombardments of the city to say, okay, we wave the white flag, those couple of Marines in black coats with a helmet and their weapons came out the areas where they defended the bridges, and it was just a couple of them. And that's the reason why the Germans say, okay, that was so horrible, those are black devils. So it goes back to the black coats and the resistance and what the Marines fought for.
We had an infill by foot through the woods, and from there we had to raid a building. So we did the raid from the forest into the buildings. From there we took a stronghold, and from that stronghold we assessed the situation in the rest of the village, and from there we took out any enemy threats in the area.
We're both used to working in small teams of 6, 8, 10 guys, and it's interesting to see how another country, foreign military, operates with similar sized teams, similar job sets, similar mission sets, and it's a great opportunity for us to bounce ideas off each other. Points of friction in MOUT revolve around a small team's ability to work well with each other. If a team has the ability to take initiative and read each other's actions within the battlefield, they'll be very successful.
In the base of our job is almost the same, but it's always good to see how they do it and how we do it, just to learn from each other and see what problems we have, what problems they have, and how we overcome those problems to have a good operation. So it's always good to see them on both ways. So we learn from them, they learn from us, and we're all happy afterwards.